Well, gang, we got a jam-packed discussion today. Let's get into it. Loki is a black, purple, and green user. His black ability is called Trickery, cost 11, and it will convert strike tiles to projectiles, or I should say, enemy strike tiles to projectiles, and vice versa. And that's pretty much what it does for 11 black. Illusions is his purple ability that costs 5, and it swaps some number of pairs of colored tiles on the board. Again, higher levels 32. And then Mischief is his green ability. That's a passive that anytime that we make a match 4 or greater in any color, Loki will convert some number of basic tiles into countdown tiles that steal random AP, as you can see there. And then his affiliations: villains, godlike, Asgardian, supernatural, non-humans, archers, and deity. Man, I'm just combining words today. So yeah, so his color power setup is the same one that I got, and that's going to be a little bit troublesome there. Alright, America Chavez. Red, yellow, and green, the colors of Mexico. We talked about it in her event, but we'll establish this baseline again. Punch everyone is her passive, and all of her moves will be passive. America's match damage is increased by 15% for each AP she has in that color. Level 4 is 20, and then level 5 is 30%. And take it to the multiverse. If she makes, or we make a match 4 or greater, you create 2 trap tiles in that color. And then if America has trap tiles in at least 3 colors, you remove all of them, and you deal 30,547 damage and generate 3 AP in those colors. And again, this is a 485 level, ascended 5-star America. And then Fear Not Mi Gente is her green passive. At the start of the turn, if we have more AP than the enemy has in at least 3 colors, we create a critical tile. And if we have more AP and at least 5 colors, then we also deal 22,620 damage. And her affiliations: Heroes, Young Avengers, which if you've seen the Kate Bishop icon, will be facing off against her. A-Force, Multiversal, and Fan Favorites for all those that care. And she's a part of Daily Play too because of Spanish Heritage Month. Alright. We're just going to get into the fight, and we'll divvy up the strategy as it is. Well, we're going to have to deny purple somewhat from Loki. The reason why I say we have to deny purple because of the board shake. We're not really worried too much about Loki's black because, well, we don't create strike tiles. And there's Fear Not Mi Gente right there. Also too, if we needed to avoid the mischief stuff, or yeah, the mischief stuff, we just didn't have to make match 4s. Yeah, the description of the fight was actually quicker than the whole entire fight itself. So there's my legendary token. There's all this here done. Bonus rewards. Thanks Alliance for playing. Mostly. Got 2 more days until I get another legendary token. And now Kate Bishop purple, blue, and black user, though not in that particular order. Okay, Ruthless Precision is her blue ability that costs 12. She deals damage to the target, creates a 5-turn blue countdown tile, and while this tile is on the board, enemies can't gain health. And if the targeted enemy drops below 25% health, destroy this tile and down the targeted character. Now this portion here, this was brand new. Part of her rework or whatever. Looking for Trouble is her black ability that costs 8. Deals damage to the target, creates a 3-turn black down. Oh man, talking too fast. She deals damage to the target, creates a 3-turn black countdown tile. Stop conditioning the words. That deals damage to Kate Bishop. Alright. And then finally, because Boomerangs is her purple ability that costs 8, creates 5 red strike tiles on the board and a 2-turn purple countdown tile that when it reaches 0, it removes up to 3 friendly strike tiles and then deals damage to the target. Her affiliation, for all those that care: Heroes, Young Avengers, as I mentioned earlier, Foreshadowing, Team Cap, Archers, again just like Loki, Avengers, and A-Force for all those that care. Alright, now the strategy here for Kate, it's relatively simple. Don't let her match black. Well, I mean, we can let her match black. If she matches black and that countdown tile reaches 0, she'll be doing some damage to herself, and we'll look at the numbers before I even make a match. Alternatively, if she happens to get a purple with strike tiles, I mean, you just have to grin and bear it for 2 turns. I wouldn't remove that purple countdown tile because those strike tiles will continue to persist on the board. Her blue can be kind of annoying, especially if you have a support for America that happens to heal. But be that as it may, we're probably gonna end up doing this here all with match damage. I'll let my matches do the talking. You know the drill. Again, these fights here with the extended 5 stars, I mean, hey, heck of a lot easier. As far as pairing up folks with America, she can just chill out in the background. Anybody that has abilities that cost a whole lot of AP to use, those are your best friends. A team that I use for, I'm not even gonna call it trolling purposes, but it's just for kicks and giggles for me. It involves, where is my boy Colossus? I know he should be high up. There he is. So Colossus, America Chavez, and Killmonger wherever he's at, and I'll explain the strategy once I find Killmonger real quick. Alright, once we get chart or critical tiles on the board, Killmonger's repatriation. So this is the second portion of what we want, is whenever the enemy matches a critical tile, Killmonger takes 5 red AP, and if they can't, then you're gonna deal damage to the target instead. Alright, we don't care about if the enemy makes a match 5 or greater, you know, locks the critical tile, blah blah blah. We don't care about that. So get critical tiles out, let the AI match it, get your repatriation. We're gonna start gaining AP because of America stuff. You're gonna fuel your extreme prejudice, creating critical tiles on the board, and of course friendly matches in our strongest color will deal 150% more damage. Put a pin on that there momentarily. Decisive Strike, that's just there just for reasons. We're never gonna fire off his purple, or I should say, I never fire off his purple. Alright, now on to Colossus, on the other hand. Preservation. Colossus' match damage is increased by 126%, and his allies take 83% less match damage. Now you remember that what I said about the match damage being increased by Killmonger, by our allies, match damage being increased by our strongest color. Well, luckily we have at least one color that's completely dead, and that's yellow, and we'll always have a way to use that. Purification, again, create strike tiles, deal damage, but you only fire this off whenever an enemy is pretty much close to being downed. In the neutralization, again, that's just there just for reasons, and the only reason why I have this support here is to increase the critical match damage multiplier and increase the base black match damage and gaining extra black AP, and then whatever the synergy is, being immune to stun and airborne. And then America can have whatever shenanigans she does with her her critical tiles, and then we make match 4s and all that there. It just gets nutty, to say the least. That's just some pure match damage. Now, facing off against teams that like may insert whatever Iron Man adjacent character you have in Emma Frost, yeah, no, I don't really stand a chance against them. Alright, secondarily, I know in one of my previous videos, the oh my gosh, Puzzle Gauntlet, I had Ebony Maw up to level 5 of his, so we're gonna go ahead and rank this here up real quick so you can see for posterity what it'll be. Rank up. I would do it individually, but we don't have time for all that there. 15% chance to increase or create a 231 attack tile. Base match damage is increased by 132%. Well, 132. Maximum health is increased by 2310.
75% chance to gain 3 black AP at the start of the battle. I like those odds there.
And then whenever the supporting character fires off a power, 25% chance to steal random AP. 4 random AP, in fact. Alright. There's that. Next crash is going to be against Killgrave. I forgot his name is Z. So after Killgrave, then we're going to roll over to the new cycle of the Crash of the Titans. So that's one heck of a way to start up our anniversary, which we'll talk about that momentarily. Lightning deal. Again, I love legendary tokens. 200 hero points. But at this point in time here, you know, if you haven't already saved up your hero points or any of your tokens, now would probably be the best time to do it. Well, actually, the best time to do it was probably early May, June-ish. But yeah, so we got anniversary stuff that we're going to talk about real quick. Alright. So I'm not going to read all this here, we're just going to scroll through, show all the highlights and all that good stuff there. 12th anniversary starts October 3rd, which is this coming Thursday. We get some login rewards. So we get 5-star Silver Surfer shards every 2 weeks. So you get at least a cover Silver Surfer, which actually makes sense because he was the first 5-star in the game. Again, a little bit of foreshadowing for those who don't know. And then you get special weekly rewards all October long. Anniversary vault tokens, exclusive theme covers, blah blah blah. So week 1, it's the first week, you get 3 anniversary vault tokens. Number 2, week 2, Captain America worthy covers. You get Agent of Hydra Bob covers, and then more anniversary tokens. Alright, then we have the Hydra Season Pass. So that's gonna start off on the 16th because again we're in Spanish Heritage Month. So we're gonna have stuff that includes an ascended, a 3-star ascended Black Widow, 3-star, 4-star ascended Black Widow, which I already have one, but you never can have more of those there. And then Captain America First Avenger covers, that's the 5-star Captain America, for those who aren't aware. Then the anniversary vault, you're gonna have Aunt May Golden Oldie, High Evolutionary, Beta Rebuild, Scarlet Witch, this is the 3-star Scarlet Witch, Thanos Modern, and more to boost up our roster. And then these here are the following characters in order to earn a daily play token to earn rewards from the vault, which again, the anniversary vault can be bought with hero points as well. I would imagine if old anniversary prices were to be used, probably 9,800 for a 40 pack. Then what is it, 12 or 11,000 or 12,000, whatever the case is, for a non-daily
draw out of the 50 pack, and then of course the
Reduced rates for the
1 pools and the 10 pack pools.
But as you can see, the list of characters there.
What I would do, I would just use Taskmaster. Either use him or probably the 4-star Ghost Rider. I mean the 2-star Ghost Rider, Alejandro Jones.
Just to double up both the Spanish heritage as well as these here.
That's what I would do. Dupe codes.
To just pay attention to the Marvel Puzzle Quest subreddit for the dupe codes.
I'll try and post them up
whenever I can. Whenever I do a video, I'll try and post up dupe codes along with the dupe code website. Game updates. We're still a long way from this here being relatively stable. Game tower mode, so this one here is coming up on the 16th. Again, I'm pretty sure I'll have some videos about this here when it happens.
Let's see, your tower mode spans a 28-day period, complete 2 nodes each day in order to unlock the following day's missions. And then you earn rewards from both daily missions and overall progression.
So that means I'm going to be having a video a day for 28 days, man. And then in the first iteration, we're probably going to do the first iteration, blow through all that there. So that's what we'll do. So let's see, each mission grants a minor reward and contributes to overall progression threshold. And while they're non-repeatable and don't include narrative elements, they provide steady engagement and daily content throughout the 28-day event. And so again, I'll be reporting that there every day.
Then character rebalances. First batch is
gonna launch October 16th, so I imagine we'll talk about that there during the tower mode video.
Then shield clearance updates. Alright, I really didn't want to show y'all the new character rarity, but whatever. So the shield clearance levels are gonna be reworked.
So they're
meaning the developers' line of thinking. The lower shield clearance to see little to no play, but at the same time, shield clearance 10. I mean, that's not really that much of a chore with the amount of characters that we can use to just blitz through it. So what they're gonna do, they're gonna consolidate some of the lower tiers and then shift up some of the content. So normally what we were doing in shield clearance 10, that's going to be shifted to shield clearance level 8, and then 9 and 10 are going to be the new difficulties. So we'll see how that there works. Again, I'll probably do a video about that there. We'll see. And then the new character rarity. 6-star characters are coming to Marvel Puzzle Quest, and most of us are just like, oh god. They said it's gonna be a game changer, or it might be a game changer. The 6-star rarity, or the 6-star character. Again, vagueness here. And then
we'll see how this year goes. Again, 6 stars, whatever. I'm not really
really too concerned about that. Let's see here. I need to.
As y'all can see,
Yeah, move that to the trash. All right. Yeah, so 6 stars.
in Marvel Puzzle Quest, along with character rebalances, shield clearance rebalances, all that good stuff there. What do I think about it? I mean, it's alright. If it breathes in some new life into the game, good deal. If it doesn't,
Well, it was a nice run for Marvel Puzzle Quest to be 12 years deep into the game, man. So yeah, we'll see. But we'll be back at it Monday with the Crash of the Titans, or if they happen to have the Tower event, I'll do that there Thursday. But yeah, we'll put a pin in this video here. Be excellent to your fellow human beings, and yeah, until then, peace.